What's up, everybody? Big D, Derek Lambert. Thanks for coming here and checking out this video. It really helps and it motivates me. And you guys have just been so motivational to me. I wish I could keep plugging like this. I want to try and keep plugging because there's always a story that I have, put away somewhere on the shelf. Guys, I'm going on 4 years clean on the 25th of October from heroin, opioids, any type of substance like that. And longer when it came to alcohol. The topic of this video, well, you guessed it. You saw the thumbnail, right?
Drinking mouthwash.
Could you imagine me taking like this glass cleaner and just... I want to tell you guys something funny before I get into this because it's actually a serious topic and a lot of people don't realize the importance of stuff like this, like educating one to know these things. And you're probably going to always mouthwash and think about this and go, wow, that actually can happen. It's really interesting. So before I do, my mom was cleaning her house a long time ago, and she used that bottle of Fabuloso. You guys see it on the screen. Fabuloso is like this cleaning product. It's like purple or blue, depending on which one you get. And one of our neighbors who was big time drinker, all the time drank, still does to this day, came over and mom's over there cleaning and he thought she was holding out on him. Hey girl, what are you doing with that thing? What the heck are you doing? Give me some of that. And he twists the cap off and he literally starts to chug Fabuloso. After go, he... Can you imagine drinking that cleaning product thinking it's real alcohol? I mean, it's poison, to be honest with you. So is alcohol, but done in moderation. I know many people who are normal people. They drink and they go to sleep, they chill. I'm not one of those guys, just letting you know. This guy was sick for days. No BS, sick for days. Absolutely do not do this at all, okay? Now, let's top over here to mouthwash. My pops was addicted to drinking mouthwash. This is not a joke. I am dead serious. If you've never heard of this, here you are. I'm going to educate you. I did a little research before I even decided to do this video because I said, you know what? What do I not know about it? I don't know the real side effects, so I needed to know like what could happen if someone did do this so that I can at least warn you, if you're doing this, get help, okay, for real. Because, believe it or not, compared to actual alcohol, this is worse. We're going to go into that. My dad was always using mouthwash to cover up the scent of vodka, his choice drug. And the vodka was his favorite. I mean, he loved to drink vodka. Not saying he wouldn't drink anything else. He would drink beer back in the day, years ago. And he would get so far as mixing vodka into his beer to trick mom. I'm not drinking liquor. And he'd hide his bottle. And mom found out through the years she learned how to have this sixth sense of all of dad's secrets of where he hid, what he would do, and all that. And it was a very, very stressful time in all of my life. Me, Kurt, mom, we've had a lot of trauma from this. At the same time, I've learned a lot. And I understand now, by being one who kind of repeated a lot of the actions, I cut it off early, thank God, but repeated a lot of the actions that the kind of stuff that this can do to a family is not good. And there's a distrust there. There's always that trauma. My mom would find them, and so dad would have to hide it and sneak it and then hide the bottle, and he'd do it in flasks, and then he'd hide it in water bottles. And I remember as a kid running into the house after a long run and I was dehydrated. I grabbed it out of the freezer and it was vodka. I was about 13 years old. And I remember not being able to breathe because I didn't really know what drinking liquor was at that time. I started when I was turning 14, had my first 2 shots of tequila. It was actually a double shot. I did 2 double shots of tequila and I was I felt like I was king of the world. I don't know why. It made me feel great. And that was the start of my whole experience of testing with alcohol. Dad started to try to cover it up with the smell. He would drink this Listerine, or he would get the cheaper name brand, and he would rinse his mouth out to cover up the vodka. At some point, we didn't know what was going on because we couldn't find the bottle. We knew all his tricks by now, right? We can't find this bottle. What's going on? Why is dad acting like this? Well, he was drinking the very bottle that he was using to rinse his mouth out with. And I said, you know what, let me check this out before I get into some of the stuff that goes into this. All right, there's a website, right? Addictionresource.com. Go check it out. Look up mouthwash and alcoholism. Overcoming alcoholism takes a great deal of determination and tenacity. Recovering alcoholics must do everything in their power to avoid falling off the wagon, yet something that is found on nearly every bathroom shelf in America could easily derail recovery from alcoholism. Many people are surprised to learn that the alcohol in mouthwash can cause intoxication. Here is what anyone battling on addiction should know: the alcohol in Listerine and other brands. So I said, okay, maybe I'm in the right place. How much alcohol is in Listerine? I have asked myself this question many times when I've rinsed my mouth out. Whew, that's strong. It burns, right? It burns. Alcoholic beverages contain a type of alcohol called ethanol. Ethanol is also found in many commercial products such as hairsprays, hand sanitizers, perfumes, cough and cold remedies, and mouthwash. Does Listerine have alcohol? And importantly, for recovering alcoholics, can drinking Listerine cause a relapse? The alcohol content beer is 4 to 8%. Wine is 14 to 16%, and liquors is about 15%. In contrast, the alcohol content in popular oral hygiene products is, get this, Listerine is 26.9%. Scope 18.9%, and Cepacol, I've never even heard of it, is 14%. The alcohol content in Listerine is higher than many popular alcoholic beverages such as beer, wine, and liquors, making it extremely potent. In fact, a 30 to 60 second swish of an oral hygiene product can trigger a positive breathalyzer test without actually consuming an alcoholic beverage. People recovering from alcoholism may not know the effects of drinking mouthwash. The truth is that a recovering alcoholic can quickly become addicted to drinking mouthwash to get drunk. Alcohol and mouthwash, what does it do? Here, let's go over here. Alcohol poisoning, all right? These are some of the side effects. Blindness. You can literally go blind from drinking this. And I think it's, well, let's see. The toxic ingredients are hydrogen peroxide, chlorhexidine, gluconate, and methyl salicylate. I don't know how to pronounce it. These are the toxic ingredients in mouthwash. It can cause alcohol poisoning, blindness, multiple organ failure, increased risk of oral cancer, and death. I suspect death is rare. It says rare, so I don't think many people die doing this. I don't know how you can ingest that much, you know. Pretty crazy. And there's always these other side effects, you know, stomach ache, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, headache, slurred speech, low blood pressure, changes in heartbeat, low blood sugar, fallen body temperature, dry mouth, sore throat, and the list goes on. My dad, he's a medic in the Special Forces. He was my hero. I mean, if anyone was a true badass, it was my dad. And he didn't know how to stop drinking. He periodically would get clean or sober, stop drinking, and relapse again and start drinking again. Well, he gets stationed overseas, and when he was in South America, you know, doing what he does down there as a Green Beret, and there's plenty of bars and alcohol, he could drink. In Afghanistan, though, after 9/11, he wasn't able to. My father was over there and he had no way or access to get the liquor like you wanted to. It'd have to be sent to you, or you'd have to know someone who can get it, but it was very difficult. Trust me, I was over in Bagram, Afghanistan, and I was in the mailroom, and I knew exactly how to get the alcohol, but it came through the packages that were sent, and most of the time, the boxes that were wet were from bottles, you know, breaking. They broke during shipment, and they would be moist, and you could smell the alcohol in the box. And because it had holes in it from it being damp and falling apart, you had to take it to your superiority. On the way, you know, we'd pull a couple of these bottles out, put it in underneath the bottom of the trash bag, take the trash out that night, and we would be set. But it didn't always keep us going, because we would drink the alcohol and we'd have nothing left. We'd have to find another box at some point that would be moist and falling apart. And my dad couldn't get access to it. So being a medic, he could access supplies. What kind of supplies? I don't know, toilet paper, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, by the boatload. And he would drink it. And he would black out. I remember, he would lose his mind. That was not a very fun time when he was drinking it. It made him act a little different than he would even when he was on the vodka. You know, Dad would act really different. I can't describe it, but he was a little more loopy. Whereas on vodka, he was more aggressive. He was just an aggressive, drunk, slurs words, and then to a point where you just needed to leave him alone or he needed to get away from you because it was not a pretty place to be. Don't drink mouthwash. There you have it. Don't drink mouthwash. And for me, I'm very careful when I mouthwash not to drink or swallow it because I do like the sensation that I can get from alcohol. And definitely be careful if you're a recovering alcoholic for that, but I don't care who you are, don't drink mouthwash. It can kill you, and it's definitely not good for you. Thanks for checking it out, man, and let me know what you guys think. I appreciate all the love. Be sure to check out our Discord. We have lots of people like me, friends of mine that are in there that talk recovery. I'm in there from time to time, and who knows, you might bump into me. And if not, just comment down below. Like this thing and share it. All right, y'all. Don't drink mouthwash. Peace.